Now we have our attention drawn to this man, Stephen, and he's one of the great men in the early church. I want you to notice what is said about him now, here in chapter 6 at verse 8. And Stephen, full of faith and power, did great wonders and miracles among the people. Now, these deacons apparently are one with the apostles in this matter of having these assigned gifts, because they've been brought now into this unique position. Now, Stephen is a strong witness to the gospel, and he naturally incurs the hatred of certain sects. False witnesses are brought before the council to accuse Stephen. Now, will you notice what took place here? Then there arose certain of the synagogue, which is called the synagogue of the Libertines, or Libertines, and Cyrenians, and Alexandrians, and of them of Cilicia and of Asia, disputing with Stephen. And they were not able to resist the wisdom and the spirit by which he spoke. Then they subpoenaed men, which said, We have heard him speak blasphemous words against Moses and against God. And they stirred up the people and the elders and the scribes, and came upon him and caught him and brought him to the council, and set up false witnesses, which said, This man ceaseth not to speak blasphemous words against this holy place and the law. For we have heard him say that this Jesus of Nazareth shall destroy this place, and shall change the customs which Moses delivered us. And all that sat in the council, looking steadfastly on him, saw his face as it had been the face of an angel. And this man came closer to being an angel, by the way, than any man that has ever lived. Now, this man Stephen now is brought before the Sanhedrin. He's brought before them, and false witnesses are brought in. And the false witnesses tell a half of a truth, of course. The Lord Jesus did say that you destroyed the temple, but he wasn't speaking of the temple that was there. He was speaking of his own body. They misunderstood that. Now they misunderstood Stephen, that the temple in Jerusalem would be left desolate. It was very desolate at that time without him, by the way, and they are misinterpreting that, you see. And they're saying that he's going to change the customs of Moses. Well, that men are not saved by law, but are saved by grace today. They're telling probably a half-truth or maybe a fourth truth, but it isn't the full truth.